Maria. I were to ask you tonight, what is it that people believed in like forever, since the beginning, that there were people, and now maybe not so much. It's not God. It's something else. What did the majority of human people believe since the beginning? But now maybe not so much. What would you say?
The beginning of time?
Yeah. You remember that, Michael? Back in the beginning of time?
It's a long way.
It's a while ago.
Superiority of human intelligence?
Say again?
The superiority of human intelligence?
Ah, that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. That could very well be. Yeah. Chalk that one up for a real possibility. I'm thinking of something else. That's certainly a good runner-up. It's the future. I was watching Naomi Klein. She's a journalist, very courageous person. Teaches up in Canada somewhere, university, I think. And she wrote a book called The Shock Doctrine, which basically conveys the idea that whenever there's a catastrophe in the world or war, the next thing that happens is the profiteers, moneymakers assemble and decide how they're going to rip off everybody, make money out of it, shock. So she wrote that book. Naomi Klein was interviewed by Amy Goodman of Democracy Now! Recently. And she said the thing that she thinks, this is how she sees it, that distinguishes many people today from the past is that in the past people believed there would be a future and they worked toward it in some way, whatever that was. You know, they brought in supplies for the village so that next year they would have enough for the harvest and, you know, stored up and so on. And they believed that there would be a future for themselves. I don't know what your experience is, but in my experience, I find more and more people aren't quite sure that there's going to be something. You know, we're talking about the near future. We're not talking about when the sun burns out.
Yeah.
That kind of, because that's going to happen. You know, if it lasts long. And then who knows? Well, I guess we do know what's going to happen to the earth when the sun goes. But I don't think any of us in our lifetime have to worry about that. How many millions of years? Millions.
Billions.
Billions.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah.
So we won't worry about that. But I'm talking about something else. I had a friend, she died not too long ago, but she had a lovely name. Her name is Phyllis Tickle. And Phyllis was an incredible person. And she called me out a number of times, once publicly, for not understanding Christianity the way I should. And she was right. She was right. She used to call me her rascal. That's what she called me. She lived in Memphis, and she was just a formidable person. Anyway, Phyllis had this idea, I think it might have been original with her, that every 500 years something significant happens in the history of the world, roughly 500 years. And we go through a kind of house cleaning, a kind of transformation of sorts. And she traced it back very far. And I think there's some truth to that. But today, I'm getting the impression more and more that people don't think we're going to make it another 500 years. We'd be really, really lucky if we snuck through under the line, under the wire, and made it 500 years. And it could be anything. You know, it could be our own stupidity. It could be a nuclear holocaust. It could be a climate catastrophe. It could be a combination of the two. It could be anything. There's a little film that, and there's more of these films coming out all the time, I guess, especially in the past 40 years. This one, I don't know if you all have seen it. It stars the two main stars. One is a fellow who played the goofy character from the series called The Office. He was the main guy. Do you know his name? You know who I'm talking about. He played the lead male role, and the lead female role was played by a wonderful actress, whose name I can't remember, who starred in Sense and Sensibility. And just incredible actress, wonderful actress. The two of them played in this movie. You might have seen it. It's called Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Have you ever seen it? It's a great little movie. And the story is, in the film, that there's this huge asteroid, I mean, unbelievably big, that's headed straight toward Earth. And, you know, all the governments of the world do what they can to deflect the asteroid and make it so it doesn't hit Earth. But in the end, they have to concede that it's going to hit Earth. And when it does, everything's gone. So these two, in the film, bump into each other and become good friends. And I won't spoil the story for you. It's called Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. It's a good one. So I guess my question tonight is, and again, we're just talking about, 500 years. Okay. My question is this: do you believe we have a future? I don't think I've ever asked that question.
Yes, but it may not always come out for the person. Actually, I hope it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
You know, the Bible speaks about creating a new heaven and a new earth.
Yeah, got it.
I would tend to see that being the future.
Uh-huh.
I look at this world right now as just a temporary place. This is not our home.
Right.
Our home is within. But also look at, like when your friend was saying, every 500 years, it's like every 100 years, they say it repeats itself.
Yeah.
And we're on this thing called the Great Reset. And it makes me question how many resets have we actually had,
Right.
if this is the great thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. So I would say as far as the future, I think it would be in another time.
It could be what?
In another time.
In another time?
Yeah, the Bible speaks very clearly what's going to happen
Okay. So short answer would be yes, you do believe we're the future.
eventually.
Right.
So, yeah.
Rough getting there, but.
It's, yeah. It's the story.
When will you think?
It's very me, but yes, because I don't see the advantage to thinking it right now.
Right. Right. Because what happens if we don't believe there's a future?
I mean, look around at the people who don't think so.
Right.
I mean, I don't envy them. They're falling apart.
Yeah. Right.
And they're immobilized. It's not like they're worried the future is going to, there's no future and they're like really out there making a change. They're just
Right.
crumbling at home and taking psych meds. So, no,
Right.
thank
Or
you.
trying to profiteer and get as
Yeah.
much as they can in the moment. Stuff, whatever. Money, power, whatever. Yeah, so either way. So it really doesn't, not believing there's a future seems to have a harmful effect on people.
It sort of ensures that there's no future.
Sort of
Yeah.
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Like,
good.
Doesn't seem like a smart choice.
Yeah. Tim, you have any thoughts on this? I know I'm taking you out of your present moment focus, so
No, I
forgive me
think
for that.
it's an interesting question.
Mm.
Find that I suspect there will be a future. I think there's gonna be a big mess up along the way before it settles out.
Right.
Maybe for, say, 9/10 of the population, there's not gonna be a future for much longer,
Right.
you know? Expecting some kind of massive shift,
Right.
whether it's the Holocaust or climate change or
Mm.
some kind of weird disease breakout like we had with COVID.
Yeah.
I can't see the trend of where it's gone for the last 100 years continuing like even more than a couple more decades without very
You know, something
harmful
like that.
effects.
Yeah. You think we'll survive it?
I think some
There'll
will.
be a remnant, a small
Yeah.
number of people,
Yeah.
those that hang out at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't, the question occurred to me, I've never thought about it really
Yeah.
before.
Mm.
But what has occurred to me is exactly what you said, Connie, is that when I put myself in the place of not believing there's a future, I either fall into despair and or greed. Like, I'll get all I can get for the moment because there's not going to be a next moment. Either way, I don't really like
yeah.
that place that I put myself in. But when I do believe there's a future, however rough it may be getting there, then I want to work toward it. Then I have energy. And that to me is a good sign, you know. Yeah. It's like, I guess put it on a simple level, very simple level. Any kind of relationship that you have, if you believe there's a future for the relationship, you're going to work on it.
Yeah.
You're going to work toward improving, making better, and so on. But if you don't believe there's a future, what's the point?
Yeah.
It's hopelessness.
I remember the more modern philosopher type said, when he claimed you cannot live without hope.
Right.
And even some animals have shown, if you take a rat and put it in an empty can and don't give it food or water, that it may just curl up and long before it would have naturally starved or dehydrated,
It gives up.
it'll die from depression because it loses hope,
Right.
even an animal. So, yeah, it's absolutely necessary to have some kind of hope.
You know Emily Dickinson's poem. Did you find it in your black box?
Which one?
Emily Dickinson put in the word hope. I guess the title of it is Hope is the Thing with Feathers
Oh, yeah.
that
Ah,
perches
right.
in the soul. And, let's close with Emily Dickinson.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.
Do we hear it again?
Anybody else want to do it?
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.
Close with a song. I think Emily would like this. It's a song without words, tune without words. It's a little lullaby. I'll sing it once through and then join me. Ooh la loo la la. Ooh la loo 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 la la. Ooh la loo 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 la la. Ooh la loo 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 la la. Ooh la loo 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 la la. Ooh la loo la loo la la. Ooh la loo la loo la la. Ooh la loo la loo la la. The end of this day, a prayer, a song, reflection, and hope. May you be a person of hope, people of hope, that warms, that lives, that perches in the soul. May we be people of hope.